one Jordan could guard the 2 guard. Maybe the 3 sometimes.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and he shut down Gary Payton,
but not typically. But he was a good defender. Always made the all-defensive team.
Excellent defender. Yeah.
But Michael has 6 rings, and that argument you can still say that no matter what because LeBron is not a winner yet. He has to prove that. And before you guys comment on that, he still can. He hasn't.
It's not over.
Right. He's right where Michael was when he started his run.
The thing is,
this series isn't over yet either.
No.
I really think tomorrow night Miami's going to blow them out. That's just what I think. And then you have Game 7 to decide. And that's when LeBron's either going to be a man and show that he's a winner, or he's going to do whatever the heck he's doing the last couple of games and not show up. But he has, he's played okay. He just hasn't showed up in the clutch time.
He did have a triple-double in the last game. He was playing good basketball. It's just, what this Heat team looks like? Like, I feel like we're watching basketball from 2 years ago. I feel like we're watching basketball where LeBron James can't make jump shots, and the Miami Heat consists of a bunch of guys standing around watching Dwayne Wade be athletic. And LeBron's fallen into that now. He's watching Dwayne Wade, too. He's just standing there watching.
Right, because he can do that now.
Exactly, and if you watch Dallas...
He did that in the series before.
Yeah.
He just hung out for a while and then dominated in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, but this isn't working. Dallas is a different kind of a team, and I said that before this series. And this is a team that's been together for a while, and there's veterans on this team that know how to play, and they have really, really good team chemistry. And, you see them. They're moving the ball around. They're making all the right plays, and they're playing like a team. You watch Miami... They're playing one-on-one basketball, and that's not going to win it in the finals against a team like the Dallas Mavericks.
Watching the games, James just does not seem to be enjoying himself. Your superstars from the past 10, 15, 20-plus years, they take these games, and boy, they really, they give it their all.
They thrive on it.
And they
That's
thrive
what they
on
need,
it.
yeah.
And James just doesn't look that way. And you and I, Eric, talked about before we went on air, I think he's really having a problem.
This is a good point. Listen up.
He's really having a problem.
Everyone, stop what you're
with
doing.
all this bad guy LeBron stuff. When he was even before he was drafted by Cleveland, he was revered. He was an icon. He was the good guy. He went into Cleveland, saved that franchise, took him to the playoffs, and everyone loved him. Then he does something that anyone else would have done. There'd been no problem. He does something to better himself, and now all of a sudden, he's a rotten SOB.
Yep.
And I don't think he's quite figured out how to handle this yet, Eric.
He's not mentally equipped to handle. He's been, like
he's
you
still
said,
young.
Since he was in high school, he's been, we've had a love affair with this kid. His games were on ESPN in high school. And that doesn't happen. That hasn't happened since, and that didn't happen before. And so, everyone's loved this guy, and then he goes to Cleveland, and they're these sorry bunch of losers, and he turns them around. And I almost think that LeBron being so good was a detriment to Cleveland. I was thinking about this the other day. He was so good in his rookie season. He improved the team by how many wins? Like 20 or 30? He improved that team by so many wins that they were out of the lottery the next year. Most teams get lottery picks a couple of years in a row, and that's how they build it up, because one guy is not good enough his rookie season, to make a team that much better. LeBron was. And so he never got a running mate in Cleveland, and he was never going to because they couldn't draft one. Nobody wanted to come as a free agent to Cleveland. And, so it was, to me, that whole thing was nobody's fault. LeBron had to go somewhere to win. He wasn't going to win in Cleveland. Cleveland would never be able to draft another superstar, and they weren't going to get any to come play. So it was a no-win situation for everyone, but somebody kind of had to be the bad guy, and now it's LeBron. And you're right, Mark. I don't think he's not used to that. It's a different feeling for him, for the whole country to be hating him.
You go from everyone loving you to everyone other than the people in Miami hating you. And for someone who's his age, he's still young.
Oh, yeah.
This has got to weigh heavily on you.
Then if that's the case, though, why doesn't he be smarter about it?
Like
he's tweeting and running his mouth and making fun of Dirk and shut up and play then. Stop whining about it.
But he has been until just now. But he has been all year long. He was the best player in the league. Throughout the playoffs, he's been the best player in the playoffs.
Well, that's why I still think they can win the series.
Yeah, right up until this series, he's done everything right. Even running his mouth, sure, fine, but he was performing. Kobe Bryant last year in the playoffs was almost brutal, and in some of the biggest games, he was outright bad. In Game 7 against Boston at home, Kobe was really, really bad. But we don't let that one series dictate how we feel about Kobe. You know what I mean?
Everybody got his ring.
Yeah, Kobe's already had 4 rings before that.
Okay.
He's proven it.
No, I know.
LeBron
And
hasn't yet.
To everyone, it's about the rings. To me, it's not so much about the rings. I'm not going to say LeBron's now not a good
Are
player.
you a Cubs fan now?
Because he hasn't won rings. No, that's a
Winning
team
doesn't
thing.
matter?
That's a team thing.
But you wonder if
529-1450 is our phone number.
you wonder if going back to Miami now that maybe this will, and he get a couple days off, LeBron will kind of find a little bit of extra in there.
He will.
I agree. I think Miami's going to go into this game and pretty much crush Dallas.
I mean, and they have to.
Yeah,
They really have to. Even if they win, they can't win by the skin of their teeth.
They
Like
don't
they
need a
have
last
been.
second win. They need to go out there and crush it.
They need to deflate Dallas's confidence,
yeah.
and that's the only way they can do it is to win by double digits. Game 6.
And I think they will. So then what happens in Game 7?
Game 7, dynamite Game 7 then.
Yeah. Overtime, Miami win. It's going to be this series has been so good. I mean, it's been so good and so much fun to talk about. We really couldn't have asked for anything more. And I'm not going to be sad. Like if Miami loses, I'll be just fine with that.
LeBron will be sad, especially if they have a lockout or whatever. It's going to be a long summer.
Dirk's a heck of a player. I really like Mark Cuban.
I wouldn't mind seeing Dirk get a ring.
No,
I said that out of the gates.
Yeah.
That would be great. And Kid, too. They're both veterans.
We talk about bad guys, and and LeBron gets the bad guy rep, but Jason Kidd hit his wife. Everybody
doesn't he?
You know what I mean? But LeBron's the worst guy in the world.
I thought he was the one that does something to say hello to his. Doesn't he rub his nose or something to say hello to his family when he shoots free throws?
He probably does now. Yeah.
529-1450 is our phone number. 529-1450. Let's take a phone call. Good morning. You're on Sports 101. Go ahead.
Hey guys, I think